Insurance has a problem, and it's the same problem we had back in 2012. Tim O'Brien warned us. Insurance was being treated like a commodity, just like another product on the shelf. Fast forward to 2025, and guess what? The problem's not solved. In fact, it's worse. So today, we're breaking down Tim's message, the stories, the psychology, and the solutions. And I'll show you exactly how to apply it to your agency today. But here's the twist. Tim didn't just point out the problem. He gave us a roadmap. And in a few minutes, I'll share his 7 ways to decommoditize insurance, updated for today's world. First, let's talk about the trap we've all fallen into. It's called the commodity trap. People shop for insurance like gas or milk. The lowest price wins, end of story. And today, it's worse. Google ads scream car insurance for $29. TikTok influencers push insurance hacks. And aggregator sites spit out the cheapest policy in bold. Here's the truth. Price is easy to compare, but value is not. And the stats don't lie. In 2024, 78% of customers started their insurance search online, but fewer than 20% actually purchased online without an agent. Why? Because deep down, people want guidance. Let me ask you, when you only show a customer the premium, what do they naturally compare you on? Exactly, price. But what happens if you also show them what coverage they're actually getting and the risks they'd still be exposed to if they go with the cheapest? Wouldn't that shift how they see your value? Tim used a great analogy. Why do people see a Mercedes differently than a Kia? Both have 4 wheels, both get you from A to B. But perception matters. A Mercedes feels safe, prestigious, high quality. It's not a commodity. Same with insurance. 2 policies might both say full coverage, but they're not the same. So let me ask you, do you present coverage like it's all the same? Or do you frame it so customers can clearly feel the difference between Kia coverage and Mercedes coverage? People make decisions using shortcuts called heuristics. And most of the time, those shortcuts are wrong. In 2012, the shortcut was cheapest must be the best. In 2025, social media has only made it worse. TikTok says just raise your deductible to save money. But let me ask you, when something bad happens, do you think a customer cares more about saving $20 a month or the $30,000 bill they didn't see coming? Here's the thing. People always think cheaper is better until it isn't. It's like the old $6 haircut story. A guy goes in and gets a $6 haircut, and it looks like, well, a $6 haircut. So what does he do? He goes to the $12 barber to fix it. Now, he's not out $6, he's out 18. And insurance, it works the same way. If a customer buys the cheapest policy, it might look fine on the surface, but when the storm hits, when the accident happens, and when the claim comes in, suddenly they're paying way more to fix that cheap policy and what it didn't cover. So let me ask you, do you want to be known as the $6 haircut agent or the one people trust to get it right the first time? Tim warned us, salespeople who only push product get replaced. Look around. Progressive bots, Lemonade AI, instant bind carriers. If all you do is quote price, you're toast. But machines, they can't tell stories. They can't build trust. They can't sit with a nervous parent of a teen driver and ask, what's your biggest concern? That's your edge. So think about it. If you only talk about product features, how different are you from a website? But if you ask about their life, their kids, their goals, what happens to that conversation? Do they see you as a salesperson or as a trusted guide and partner? Tim laid out 7 ways to break free from the commodity trap. So let's update them for today. Number 1 is educate customers. Back then, it was direct mail and email. Today, it's virtual calls and simple text messages. How would it feel for a customer to know their coverage gaps before a claim happens? Number 2, build a brand. Back then, it was all about local presence, but today, Google reviews, social proof, and online content are driving presence. If you were shopping, would you feel safer with an agent who has 200 5-star reviews or one with none? Number 3 is personalize. Back then, it was birthday cards. Today, it's CRM-driven birthday videos and renewal reviews. How would your customer feel if they got a quick video explaining their renewal instead of a cold email? Number 4 is add emotion. Back then, it was claim stories, but today, it's customer testimonial videos. When a customer hears another family say their policy saved them $25,000, what goes through their mind? Number 5 is leverage community. Back then, it was about chambers and clubs, but today it's about Facebook groups and local events. Would you feel more trust in an agent that you see giving back to the community every week? Number 6, leverage technology. Back then, it was agency management systems. Today, it's about CRM automation and training platforms. If tech handled the bulk of the busy work in your office, how much more time would you have to actually guide customers? And number 7 is consistency. Back then, it was follow through on your service, but today, it's about weekly huddles, daily role plays, and monthly assignments. What happens to the confidence of your team when they practice objections every week instead of waiting until it's live with a customer? See, Tim warned, tech will either make us invisible or indispensable. In 2025, AI chatbots handle service, self-service apps handle payments, and virtual adjusters, they close claims. So what do? Ask yourself, are you using tech just to replace people or to free your people up? If tech takes care of the scheduling and the data entry, how much more time do you have to build relationships and uncover real needs? Tim's final punch, the biggest challenge, it isn't price, it's us. If we act like a commodity, we'll be treated like a commodity. So let me ask you, if your team isn't practicing daily, what happens the moment a customer pushes back? Do they rise to the occasion or do they freeze? But if they'd role-played those exact conversations in advance, how much more confident would they sound? And what would that do for your close rates over the next 90 days? So here's my challenge to you, Ignite Nation. This week, I want you to role-play the price objection every single day, just for 10 minutes. Practice what you'll say when a customer says, I just want the cheapest price. Practice asking the right questions. Practice telling the right stories. Then, watch what happens the next time a real customer throws that objection at you. You'll feel the difference. Drop a comment below and tell me what changed. Because here's the truth. Tim O'Brien gave us the roadmap in 2012, and we didn't listen. The question is, will we finally wake up in 2025? This isn't just about one agent or one office. It's about raising the standard for our entire industry. Imagine if every agency in this country stopped selling like a commodity. That starts with you, and it has to start today. So hit subscribe, like, and share this with another agent, and let's raise the bar together. Because the reality is, we don't need more order takers. We need leaders. We need guides. And we need to get 1% better every day. Let's go.